Okay, Evan, I'm about ready to punch that time card.
Do it. Contact! Move left! Move left! Dustin, move! Evan! What? Move right! Move right! Keep moving! London! I'm here! They move to the right. We gotta go to the right. Let's go. Listen, we don't fall off. You don't fall off? Yeah, let's go, let's go. Fuck! London, let's go! All right, Justin, I gotta make a radio call, all right? Yeah. Just stay alive, bro, just stay alive. I got you. This is F.O.G. 8. We need immediate evac.
Good morning, good evening, and good night. Guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to Foghorn 5. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to America's deadliest chest rig, the RRV, or the Rhodesian Recon Vest. The RRV has stood the test of time, and it has seen combat and been used in so many scenarios since 2002 to probably modern day. I have here an authentic Eagle Industries RRV, something that I've been wanting to add to my collection for literally 3 or 4 years now. And I'm super excited to have you guys join me through this journey as I set this thing up. This is going to be a fully Eagle Industries out RRV. I'm gonna go pretty much all real Eagle gear. I'm basically going to be going for an early 2000s to like 2010 kind of GWOT, NSW, Navy SEAL RRV here. Along with setting up, we're going to be doing a price breakdown, comparing this side by side to a Repro RRV, which I had been using for 3 to 4 years previously. I want to give a huge shout out to my boys, London, Liam, and Evan for helping me out with that Lone Survivor-esque skit. Lone Survivor is the movie that got me hooked on the RRV, so I had to honor it. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We put a lot of work into these videos, as you can see. Check the description. We have a Discord if you want to hang out with us, talk to us about some cool kit. Let's dive straight into the video and get hands-on with the RRV right here. So the RRV here is a modular chest rig. It uses MOLLE as its main system for attaching pouches and stuff. Works off this kind of H harness system back here as far as how it secures you, along with a lower back belt. But if you guys are more familiar with a modern kit, you're probably used to hearing a chest rig and kind of thinking something like a Spiritus or Haley kind of chest rig, where that's super small. Back in these days, they wanted big assault style chest rigs. That's kind of what I deem this as, an assault chest rig. The RRV is amazing at what it does. It's super versatile. This is a great system to have if you ever want the option to separate wearing a chest rig and wearing body armor. I've had a lot of experience with the RRV. I've spent a lot of time with it. I've played plenty of airsoft. I've gone shooting with it. I've hiked and camped fully in this, not taking it off for hours, and I could very much attest to it being one of my favorite pieces of kit in my arsenal. You could bring this into a full-blown combat scenario where you're engaging and need lots of ammo. Its load-bearing capabilities are great. This right here is the Replica RRV that I have that I had been using. It's very, very similar. If you're trying to go for something that's historical and it just doesn't match your budget, there's so many cool options out there. It's perfectly okay to buy a repro to just kind of feel it out, you know? And this will give you a good idea of if you like that system. The quality difference between that and this, yes, are noticeable, but not to the point where that isn't a valid system to go with. Like I said, all that time that I was spending hiking, camping, going on milsims was in that Replica, and it served me well. It's still doing great. I'm gonna pass it off to another friend. As long as you're buying something that's not almost like adjacent to the price of what the real kit is, it's a very good way to just get to know a piece of kit, so then you could further down the line be like, okay, I think I'll go for the real one. But enough talk, let's show the brass tacks. I'm gonna get the RRV off the stand and show you guys up close and get into the price breakdown. All right guys, here we go, the Eagle Industries RRV. So this RRV, as we'll talk about later, is a 2008 RRV. That is one of the generations of RRVs. This is probably the most common one. This right here is the RRV you kind of think of. If we go ahead and peel this back, I don't know how well you can see that. Right there is the Eagle Industry tag, and you can see 07 to 08. Let's kind of glance over its features. So we have these elastic bungee bands on the shoulder straps. We have 2 of them. These are great. They're just very multi-purpose to secure so many things to the sides. People put PTTs, knives, tourniquets, all types of stuff right here. Same thing with these 3 little loops right here. Just a very multi-purpose, multi-use kind of system, and it's ambidextrous. Whether you are right-handed, left-handed, you could set it up on either side however you want. The shoulder straps are very, very nice and padded. It's very thick, as you can see right there. This padding is great. It feels really nice on the shoulders over a long amount of time. So back here, we have this waist clip. Both sides unclip. You know, if it broke, you could replace it. And it has 2 little pulley adjustment tabs right here. It's very adjustable to all types of sizes for people. If you're big and fat, you could wear this. If you're skinny like me, you could wrench it down and wear it. Same thing on the arm straps. A lot of people also like to remove this and cross them. You could run this cross strapped, which I used to do with my old one. If we flip the RRV back over, what we'll notice about it that it's a little different than normal chest rigs is it kind of has this chest piece right here where, you know, more conventional chest rigs just have like the stomach strap. This right here is called the bib. It's just another optional piece of molly to just set up a bunch of stuff on it. The bib is fully optional, so what you could do with it is you could pop these tabs out, and then down here we could see this little bungee pocket, and we could just go ahead and stow the bib away. If we look right here, we could see that the material changes from this like canvas to then going to nylon. I'm assuming that the purpose of that is just to help guide molly straps through. You'll see that there's these 4 sets of buttons right here, and actually clip those in and fold the chest rig on itself. And now you can kind of slim down the profile of the chest rig just that much more. You take away 1 little molly slot right there. This helps a lot if you are running some sort of belt system. Keep it high and out of the way. Okay, and to kind of just give a quick little like once over in comparison, let's take a look at the Replica. This is a Lancer Tactical RRV I have here. Very, very similar setup. We have the bib with the clips right here. We have that little bungee pouch down in there. It's a bit smaller this time, serves that same purpose. We do have the buttons back here. I would almost say they're like for show. They do work, obviously. You could fold them right here, but we're missing the 2 center ones, so it's kind of odd because you just fold the ends, and I'd say it's almost useless at this point. That Eagle Industries RRV is a lot more stiff. You could just physically tell the quality difference between the 2. It doesn't come with that little H harness thing right there, so you kind of have to run it cross-strapped, or if you just connect the 2 like that, it just falls off your arms. These rear clips are humongous compared to the actual RRV. We could see that we don't have that nylon material right there. On the original RRV, there was 3 loops right here, and then just 2 bungees with a gap. This one's a little different. We got 2 loops, bungee, loop, bungee. These D-rings are a lot bigger, and they are made out of plastic. Some generations of the RRV have plastic D-rings, but the metal ones are nice because they're metal. Just a few things that you kind of have to work with and work around when it comes to the Replica, but it's viable. Not the most quality piece of kit out there, but serves its purpose and, you know, it does a decent job of it. So back to the Eagle Industry RRV. How much did this thing cost me? I paid about $170. It was a little beat, a little salty, so I did get that discount on it. But that's partly why it took me forever to actually pull the trigger on one, because I was just waiting for a real good deal. So not only did I get this RRV, I got a big lot of Eagle Industry pouches alongside that, which was amazing. I got this 3 mag little insert pouch, 2 Eagle Industry pistol pouches, 2 double stack Velcro mag pouches, 1 single stack. Got the Eagle Industry IFAK, and I also got a Eagle radio pouch right here. Got a little Eagle grenade pouch, and last but not least, we have these little sideways horizontal MOLLE adapters. Huge bang for my buck right there. 170 bucks for the RRV plus all that. RRVs generally run you about close to 200 bucks. And then there's obviously the more specialized camos and super rare ones that are going to be, you know, very high up there in price. So as far as my RRV setup, I'm not going to be using all those pouches. I did go out of my way to buy some ones that I specifically wanted. Let's move on and show you guys everything that I got for this thing. First things first, the mag pouches. These are the MOLLE M4 double stack mag pouches by Eagle Industry. Let's start to get our fingers nice and raw and fucked up by weaving all this MOLLE through, because yeah, this shit is a bitch. I'm a big fan of these Velcro double strap mag pouches. The fact that you have the option to double stack mags or just run singles. I like them because they are also very dual purpose. You could put AK mags in here, just a single AK mag. You could put a water bottle. You never know when, you know, you're gonna need to carry something other than just the traditional things that you think you're gonna carry, right? Now we're gonna throw on the single double stack Eagle Industry mag pouch. So let's put that right here on the side so I could have 3. Now we got the 3 mags on. That looks pretty sick already. Next up, I'm gonna do my Eagle Industry admin pouch with flashbang holder. That's what this is called. So let's go ahead and slap this thing on. I'm gonna put this up top. That's where I like to keep my admin pouch. That's where admin pouches go usually. Thank God this one's only 2 straps. That makes things a lot easier. This admin pouch right here, I like a lot. Obviously we have Velcro, so I could put patches up here. It stays nice and clean, this first little pouch right here. Any kind of electronics I like to throw in here. Sometimes I'll even put my phone in this back big one, and this flashbang pouch is great. This bungee doubles up as just being another way to kind of carry something on the outside of it and also on the inside. I like to keep a tourniquet in here. I know it's for a flashbang, which also, you know, is great for airsoft. You could get an airsoft flashbang grenade. I like to keep tourniquets on my kit clean. We do have a IFAK video that I'll link up above, so you can kind of learn about that kind of stuff, because keeping a tourniquet on the outside of your kit is not ideal. Right here kind of overlaps the mag pouches. Kind of interesting. So what I like to do is this little Velcro slot up in here, I just kind of push it down in there and keep it hidden away. Once the chest rig is on you, you know, it's not like this Velcro slot's really going to be open and flopping around. Next up, we have a Eagle Industry utility pouch. This is a 4 MOLLE slot wide pouch. These are pretty cool. These pouches are kind of like the original version of what we know is like a dangler pouch. A lot of people would wear them down here on the RRV and kind of use it as a little fanny pack slash dangler pouch. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with this right here. Bam. Down here in danglers, I like to carry a lot of like little tools or cleaning stuff, things to kind of just fix myself, or, you know, maybe fix a gun or whatever. We have our admin pouch, mag pouch, and our little dangler. We pretty much got the vest straight down setup. Let's move on to something very important. I have a radio pouch. I use comms all the time with my friends when we play airsoft and do all types of activities, so comms are key. This pouch right here is not an Eagle Industry. This is an LBT. I picked up this pouch at a surplus store and I've just kind of loved it ever since. This has been one of my favorite radio pouches. I love the window. I love that it has all these little bungees up here for glow sticks or shotgun shells, whatever it may be. Great for me. I love this pouch, and that's what we're going with. Let's put it on. So because I'm right-handed, my radio pouch is always going to go on my left side because that is my forward arm when I'm shooting a gun. That's the arm that holds the handguard, and it's nice and high out of the way. radio pouches on. Kind of interesting, it seems like LBT Molly doesn't really line up like perfectly with the Eagle Industries stuff. It was just kind of like towards the very end, it didn't like click together at the right point. It was weird. So moving on to the right side, what I have here is a Eagle Industry 100 round saw pouch. This is for a LMG. I love this as just a general purpose pouch. It's very easy to get to. In my mind, I kind of have levels of speed, how easy it is to get into some of your pouches. Zipper pouches, although they are great and they keep dirt and grime and all that type of stuff out of whatever it is, they can be very difficult to get in and out. Luckily, the Eagle Industries zippers are some of the best that I've used. These are very high quality and just super smooth. I like to have a general pouch that is very easily accessible. Having just a very quick access Velcro pouch, yes, I know that there's holes on the side and that dirt will get up in there, but for the ease of access, to me, it just makes life so much easier when I need to put something into a quick spot to grab. When setting up a chest rig as well, you kind of want to look at it from the perspective of, what if I go prone? How is that going to work? I have learned to shift a lot of the stuff that kind of can't be slimmed down to my sides, where I keep the things that can be smaller and a bit more comfortable to my front. 3 more pouches to go. So this right here is a little nameless brand pouch that I've had for quite some time. This is another little kind of general pouch that I use. I think this is another flashbang pouch. What I use it for is another tourniquet. I like to keep the tourniquets clean, as I said before, so I put it right here, and also for flashbangs for the rare time that I use them when I'm playing airsoft. Lastly, on the left side, I have these 2 grenade pouches. Now, these are not Eagle Industry. A few companies out there that were helping manufacture stuff that was Eagle designs, and that's what these pouches are right here. I like to use these little frag pouches for, once again, other things like snacks and stuff like that. Okay, so now we have the RRV, the front of it pretty much all set up. And now, last but definitely not least, what I have here is a map pack. This right here is from, I think, the Resource Center. That's what the tag back here says. But all these map packs are pretty pricey, and for a very good reason. They are very, very high quality. These things are sick. They look really cool. And normally what people do with the RRV is they take a Eagle Industry MBAV back panel and they put it on here, because you could actually use the MBAV to hook into an RRV. It's like designed that way. My goal is to eventually get a MBAV, set that up, and be able to just kind of interchange. But for the time being, I'm gonna throw this map pack right on the back of this H harness. We feed the map pack through one of the starting loops. So I've already done that. Loop this right through the H harness, through that first molly. We're just gonna go all the way through. I'll just start with the 2 right there. We're gonna stop once we get to the second to last. Now what I do is I take the back strap of the RRV, but what I actually do is put the back strap on reversed. So it's supposed to go like this, with this side touching your back, but I flip it around like this. And the reason being, if I put it like this and I loop this through, it's just gonna slide out very easily. Nothing really catches it. But if I put it this way, these little loops kind of have this reverse, which catches itself right there on the strap. So it won't pull out as easy. And we're just gonna loop through like this. Very simple. And now my RRV is fully set up with all the pouches I want. Basically all eagled out or clone correct RRV. Which is amazing. Once again, something I've been working towards for quite some time now. What we're gonna do is continue to set this thing up, because I wanna put all the gadgets and stuff that I like to keep on this thing so you can see what this thing looks like when it's fully decked out and load bearing. All right, so here we go. We got the RRV set up on the stand. So let's go ahead and start our radio. Right here, I got my Baofeng 152. These things are great. I feed it up through, and then I put it down here in through the radio pouch, and we'll Velcro the face down. So not only for the RRV's radio setup and to stick with the clone correct vibe, but also just for general shooting, I have bought a pair of Swordens. I got a really good deal on these. I spent about 200 bucks and I got the Swordens plus the universal PTT, which is clone correct for these in the era, and 3 different down leads. Super stoked to get this. The PTTs alone usually go for like 150, so to get all this for 200 was kind of a steal in my eyes. Now we got it set up with our leads.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
So one thing with the universal PTTs that's a bit of a downside is how much wire you have. Another reason why I like this LBT pouch, because of these bungees, I kind of stow the wire up in there. So the way I do this, feed some of this top lead through here. Now what I do is I take this, kind of bundle it up. So there you go, radio pretty much fully set up. Let's fill up our mag pouches. There we go, got 2 in that one. And lastly, 2 right there. Spare mags, so for the time being, I'm just going to drop those in there. Foghorn patch right there. A HPA tank. This is where I like to stow that together. Got to keep a Sharpie next to your tourniquet. Little bungee right here. Go ahead and throw on our IR reflector there. I got my old school style GPS that I like to put right in there. And keep a few glow sticks in here just in case. I like to kind of train with a nice full feeling load because, you know, airsoft mags don't really have weight unless you're using a gas gun. Dangler, pretty simple. I like to keep my basic little boo-boo kit in there, multi-tool in here, and then also a screwdriver multi-tool. When I'm running my sword ends, I will just clip them on there as well. That right there is my clone RRV. Once again, it has taken a lot of time. This was a big one for me to clone and really get it right. It's probably one of America's deadliest chest rigs. It's been through so much, been around for so long, and it's been a favorite with special forces for a long time. Hopefully you guys out there who also like to clone kit approve of my RRV. So here we go, just a little quick spin, get a good look, see what you guys think.